Hey, chicken, is that better?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Random Ramblings. I'm Jerome.
I'm Nick.
I'm Taylor.
I'm Hess.
That's just like a dog with his head out of the window there when I was talking.
No, you said you were worried about it reflecting on me. I was trying to eat the candle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Today we're talking about You, Season 1, Episode 3, maybe.
Soldier boy, tough.
The name of the episode's called Maybe. I realized as I was reading that, I was like, it sounds like I'm like, maybe we'll talk about it, maybe we won't. So, since you're the only one here that hasn't seen this episode before, what are your thoughts on it?
I enjoyed this episode. I like the almost getting caught like 4 or 5 times.
We figured you'd like that.
Yeah.
Because you liked it when Ron caught him before.
I liked... Well, the note thing kind of reminded me a little like Breaking Bad if Walt gave like a Jesse's list to like a 8-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
But didn't tell him like to be careful or anything. Just told him like you can totally see. Like I thought this was gonna set up that he's done stuff before, but this episode is like nope, hasn't done this before because he keeps fucking up.
We were trying to tell you that like you could he's playing like that's the tone he was getting taught. We're like no, this is his first time any of this is going down.
Yeah, no, it was very evident this episode.
Yeah, we were hoping that would get to you.
The whole time watching it this time, I'm like, all he had to do was watch Breaking Bad. He could have found how to get rid of the body.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it when we were...
You know what my favorite part of the whole episode was?
What?
When he said if he's on a desert island, he would only watch Beverly Hills Cop.
I knew you were going to like that. I just knew that'd be your favorite part.
I was like, oh, yeah, hell yeah, that's cool.
I was surprised he said that, too.
Yeah. So we'll just get into it because I was going to ask you guys, too. So the episode opens up 3 weeks after the last episode.
Oh, I missed that.
Because they said it's been 3 weeks since their kiss, and it ends with their kiss and the donut and all that.
Oh, you know, I didn't
I've never caught that before either. So it's 3 weeks since the last episode, and they're walking down the street, which apparently, I don't know if you'd consider that another date, because that's just all their first date was, them walking down the street. And Beck asked Joe if you could only watch one movie forever, what would it be? And he picks Beverly Hills Cop, and she picks Pretty in Pink. What would you guys pick?
I'd probably pick Snatch.
Really, that's the only movie you could ever watch, and you pick Snatch. Ever. Anytime you want to watch a movie, you're like, Snatch. You're gonna there's the Stones. I mean, because you know it by heart. So like, you could watch another movie and just remember Snatch probably.
It's a little different though.
Well, yeah, you make it sound like I should think of another movie. No, that's
what
I picked.
I'm just like
I'm surprised that you're surprised.
I know you love that movie, but I'm surprised that like that's the only movie you could ever watch.
When she said that, I said the first thing that popped in my head was Snatch.
Really?
And then he goes Beverly Hills Cop. I was like, oh yeah.
What about you? What would you pick?
I don't know. You're gonna make me go crazy.
Yeah, I was having a hard time deciding that.
I have no idea.
Because I just know after the third time I'd be like, I picked the wrong movie.
Oh, I don't think I would ever be sad with whatever I picked, but it could take me like 20 years to decide what.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it takes us forever to pick a movie in general.
Yeah.
You're like brought back from the island by the time you pick the movie.
Yeah.
At the moment, I think I'd pick Dogma, but I still think eventually I'd get sick of that. Like I was trying to think about.
You'd pick Dogma.
I think
I'm really surprised that it was Dogma.
I was trying to think of like a long, like I was like Avengers Endgame because that's long, so like it would like take time and all that. And I was like, yeah, but I think I'd get sick of that too.
What about you?
I'd probably go Youngblood.
I can see that.
That's the hockey one that he likes.
Yeah.
Because you want to see all those dicks in it.
It's with Patrick Swayze and Rob Lowe, and I can't think of the girl's name at the
He
moment.
didn't. He made us watch it when we did Pleeka's Movie Club back in the day.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves and that hot girl. I don't know her name.
Yeah, I can't think of her name at the
Trim
moment.
King.
No,
I think that's her name, right?
I don't think so.
Really sexy, with nice perky tits.
Jesus.
Sounds right to me.
That's how I heard I get described all the time.
Maybe.
Apparently you don't read the comments. In the comments of all these podcasts, I go, I love Jerome. He's so sexy with his perky tits.
Huh. Do you hide those?
Reminds me of the girl from Youngblood.
Yeah. Yeah, all the time.
Do you hide those comments? Or?
Yeah, they're private just for me.
Okay.
But like, if you guys catch the video early, like the first couple hours, you'll see them there.
I know what I'm commenting on this video.
About my perky tits?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put another one in my scrapbook. So wait,
we got Youngblood, Dogma,
Dogma at the moment, but it might change. How long do I have to pick?
You took it.
Can I hang myself and just get a new movie?
No.
Wow.
Why would that be an option?
Because then I start a new life.
I'd be perfectly happy with Beverly Hills Cop, though.
You know
I'm
how
not sure that was English, but
in my head too, I don't know where you guys are watching your movie. I'm stuck on an island with a TV just in the sand and like a little lawn chair.
Well, I thought about that. It's like, okay, so now I have Snatch. Do I have a TV? Do I have a DVD player? Like, do
I think you have
Is it
to.
streaming? Like,
Yeah, you've snatched the streaming service.
The question is, you can only watch one movie for the rest of your
Yeah, see,
life.
I also assumed that, like, okay, I can live my life. I can watch YouTube, so I watch TV. But anytime I want to watch a movie, I can only watch Dogma.
So, like, you don't get the movie channels then? Like with cable or satellite?
No, you
don't get
do.
movie
Just
channels?
every single one has like a big no sign on it. And if you
Oh, so
if
it
you
just,
if
it
you
just
click
plays
it,
whatever you pick.
if you click it, some guy walks out with a gun and shoots you in the thigh.
So every channel is just playing Dogma for you?
Oh, you could watch it
Yeah.
like in subtitles or like different languages and then learn that
Oh, and
language.
learn them. That'd be new. Yeah.
Wow, yeah,
I could learn
that's
how to
good.
say there's a shit demon like in French or German or something.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of cool.
as long
You
as you
could probably
have,
do
like-
that. You could probably do that right now if you want.
Well, no, we're doing a podcast.
No, I can only do that if I'm forced to watch it forever. Don't be
Oh.
You
crazy.
could pick Groundhog's Day.
That'd get old.
They'd all get old.
I was just kidding.
I mean,
you know, his day
I-
repeats.
Are you watching it like every day?
No,
Multiple times
just
a day?
I just
You know what I mean?
I picture just anytime you want to watch a movie, that's the one you go to. You can't pick anything else.
Right.
So
But I mean, like, how often do you? I don't know how. Like, do you watch movies a lot?
I'd probably watch a movie every night.
Wow. Okay. So,
But-
you probably get old pretty quick then.
Yeah, it'd be old in like a week. You're like, fucking here comes Chris Rock falling out of the sky.
Yeah, but what else are you gonna do? Fucking build a tent?
Well, no, you just go watch TV. Because it's just a movie.
Wait,
It's not
was the
it's not-
question a
it's-
desert island or just in general?
No, it's just
movie?
if you can only watch one movie forever.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So you could watch other shit, just when you want to watch a movie, you're stuck watching whatever you picked.
TV's not so hot right now.
It's pretty good. Just watch YouTube or something. Streaming
Oh,
services.
no, you're just coming up with all these
Like,
options.
I could go to
Yeah.
Disney.
I thought we only had like one thing to watch the rest
She
of our
didn't say
lives.
one entertainment
Well, she
property.
needs to be clear.
I thought her name was Beck.
Probably see if we can get her on the podcast.
Yeah,
Let
call
me-
her up.
Let me call Beck.
Get
real
that
quick.
bitch on the phone.
So
It's a shame we didn't set this up before. You could have called somebody and then could have acted like that.
that's true. I call Mima. She's like, "What are you talking about?" So then Beck is with Candace, sorry, she's not with Candace. She asks about Candace. That'd be weird. She asks about Candace, and that was a little weird. She's like, "So you know, remember that party a couple weeks ago?" Sorry, Hess is going through a thunderstorm over there.
I thought you were going down a river.
My dog scared the shit out of me.
Pushed you into the river?
What?
I gotta
but
feel-
I leaned over towards the fan. There's a little fan on the
Gotcha.
table.
When he does that, you should put in some real sexy music.
What?
So what'd you think about Beck asking about Candace?
I figured it's too early for him to give her much.
Yeah, he was like, "I need like a drink or 10 to talk about her."
Yeah. I wanted to know. Like, I wanted to. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, just sit up here. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, I just figured it was too soon. So, like, I didn't think we were going to get much from it, but I was
Mhm.
very interested in what he was going to say.
Yeah. So after she asked about that, he tweets as Benji again, and Beck's a little pissed and sends a couple replies to him. I forget exactly what did she say. It was like, "Oh, cream cake, really?"
no,
It was something like that.
Towny pie?
Yeah,
Towny pie. What is Towny pie?
I'm assuming it's like just a mom and pop pie shop down there, but they must have had some connection. But it was really weird. Like, just, Towny pie, really? We are done.
Yeah, you're
That
dead
is
to me.
very
Is what
weird.
he
Yeah.
said.
And then Joe was like, "No, yeah, he is."
Yeah, he's really dead.
So then Joe is reading on how to get rid of Benji. I was like, "Oh, hopefully now he's never killed anybody before. He doesn't even know how to get rid of the body."
Yeah, he didn't think this through.
Yeah, I like this part a lot. He's reading how to do it. You see him have a hammer. He's going up. He's gonna destroy the teeth and like burn the body. He said he's gonna put chemicals on there, kind of like a Walt and Jesse move. And then right before he can hammer out all the teeth, he's about to puke.
Yeah,
What a pussy.
it surprised me, but yet, as it's happening, I was like, "Oh, okay, I get it." Then he hasn't done this before, and he's not used to it, and
Mm-hmm.
that body got pretty fucking gross.
Yeah, it was real nasty.
He's like leaking fluid and shit.
It reminded me. Did you see the pictures of Willow's eye?
No.
Cause so like there there was all like yellow pus on the floor. We were at Macy's house and they were telling us about Damien's eye. So then Willow told us that she got pink eye For one, her eye was actually bleeding,
Ugh.
and then it showed a blood in the face, which is gross. And then she had like gelatin pus.
Yeah.
It wasn't crusty. It was like jelly. It was all filled in the eye right here.
What'd she
And
take pictures of it?
Yeah, but they were motion pictures. So basically videos of what she's showing us. And we're like, oh my god, stop. I'm going to throw up. It was fucking disgusting. So then that, later.
You should have her text them to you so you can put them on the podcast.
No, I'm good. I don't want to see those
You
again.
can make that the thumbnail.
No. They're real nasty. But so yeah, seeing Benji's body kind of reminded me of Will's eye.
Wow.
Seeing a decaying body reminded me of our cousin.
I always think about what this smells like.
Oh no.
I think so did Peach.
I don't.
Is that her name?
Oh yeah. When she was in the car and she's like,
Oh,
keep getting
yeah.
a waft of like dead Benji back here.
Yeah.
It was like, well,
Rancid.
that's very
It's a
specific.
dead rancid smell in the back seat.
Do you agree now that she's a fucking bitch?
Well, she was right though. It's not like she was wrong.
That's not what I'm
Yep.
talking about her being a bitch. I'm talking about her fake stomachache and everything else this episode.
Yeah, it was odd.
Yeah, I hate her.
She's not likable at all.
Yeah, I don't think she's supposed to be.
Yeah, but I
But
mean,
because last week I said I didn't like her, and Daddy's like, "Oh, she hasn't done anything wrong," and I was like, "Oh,
It's like one of those fake friends, you know?
yeah."
but she's calling him on his shit though, like kind of.
Yeah, but like I said last week too, this is like normally you'd be like, "Oh, they're getting the bad guy," but I'm like, "Hey, step off Joe."
Well, it's the same thing with same with Ron.
Yeah.
Ron's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah, but Ron. Yeah, but he's.
He's
I mean,
wrong.
but Ron-
No, I'm just kidding.
He's not wrong, like but it's the same thing. Like Ron's not wrong, but
I also
Ron's a
d-
piece of shit. Ron's a piece of shit himself who fucking beats on Pac's mom and
Yeah.
all that shit. So
Tupac?
it's like, yeah.
Oh, if they were twins, they should have named them both Paco, and then they could call him Tupac when they walk into the room. That'd be awesome. Like, here comes Tupac.
I could remember his name, and you said
Although
Pac.
that would be
Yeah.
really confusing if you did have twins and named them the same name.
No, it's Pac.
And like
and Tupac.
you're trying to like reprimand one.
Get triplets. You could call him 3 Pac.
That's what falls apart. They call the other one Biggie.
Wow. They might shoot
you
each other.
gotta fatten that kid up.
Wow.
But yeah, so he pukes while doing that, and he gets a bunch of humidifiers down there to stop the body from decaying. I thought that was pretty smart because I would never think to be like, oh, let's put all this shit around the body so it doesn't decay. I'd be like, oh, it's gonna be real stinky when I get back down here.
I would just rather get it done. Get it
Yeah, it's not going to get any better.
Yeah,
Like,
but I don't think
I'm not gonna be pulling shit down there, turning on. Like, fuck that. Like, suck it up, get it over with. God damn, like it's not gonna go away on itself.
Just cover your mouth.
See, but I think
Or your
that's
nose.
also why I brought up like I think it'd be better just keeping a person imprisoned in your little thing because I think it'd be hard to get rid of the body. So I'd rather just be like, hey, you're living down here now.
It's hard to get rid of the body.
Because Daddy said that Benji wouldn't have survived at all. He would have just killed him right away. And I was like, well, first it'd be a little fun to play with him, but then I feel like I'd be too like I wouldn't know how to get rid of the body and.
If you're squeamish about getting rid of the body, it would be hard. If you're not, you just throw.
So are you saying you could?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
You want to try tonight?
I mean, I'll throw your ass in the tub and chop you up.
Yeah, but then
You
if you
gotta
if you
nut up
kill
or
me,
shut up, you know?
I'm not gonna know if you actually successfully get rid of a body. Think about that. So you won't be
I
proving
guess you
yourself
could.
right.
So if I,
You have to kill
try.
someone else
It would have to be someone who's not on this podcast.
or someone that is.
Good luck trying.
Abby will let us in.
Getting my big ass in the tub.
Well, that's what like scissors and like saws are for.
Scissors.
Like first toes and then
I
your
got a lot of
fingers.
grizzly meat. All right.
We could probably eat for days. It's a pandemic.
Wow.
Oh my
You
god.
gotta go to the grocery store.
what's I can't think of his name.
His name's
in
Josh Hess.
Sopranos.
Which one? What are we talking here?
They stuck his head in a bowling bag.
Oh, what was his fucking name?
Both guys here that are watching the show, they're like, what was his name?
He's the boss in Bad Boys.
Oh,
is
yeah,
it-
Ralphie.
Ralphie. Yeah.
Yeah, Ralphie.
They just do what they did to him.
Yeah.
Just throw him in the bathtub, chop him up. They went to pick up his head, and his like toupee came off. They freaked out.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, no one knew he goddamn wore a wig the whole fucking time.
Or they liked it in the ass.
Yeah.
How did that come up after
Getting
killing
getting
him?
pegged
Oh,
by
sister.
Get-
No, it was-
getting pegged,
yeah, they're
getting
separate.
pegged by
I just threw
Janice
it in
and
there.
shit. Fucking disgusting there, pinochle fucker.
There's a lot of information getting thrown at me right now.
I just said
No,
that to throw
I
Jerome
wish
off.
we would have finished watching it. God damn, it's a great show, Jerome.
I'll probably watch it eventually.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. Why don't you go watch
A lot.
Flash?
Johnny, old Johnny
Unitas?
Sack just,
I don't know where you are, and I don't have any.
He's at his
frame
house.
of reference.
Johnny Sack just died. He had lung cancer. We have like 10
Spoilers.
episodes left. That's it.
Of the entire show?
Yeah.
Wow, you fucking cruised through that.
Well, yeah, there's not much to do there, buddy.
So Beck meets a really annoying classmate. What do you think of her classmate?
She was super annoying.
Yeah. Me and Chad kind of both forgot about her a little bit.
Almost
Like-
a little cunty.
Like she started
First thing that came
talking.
to my mind.
I must have I missed who she was. Like she's talking to her, and I was like, "Oh, this is the teacher." Wow, I wouldn't want to be helping this bitch. Like she's annoying.
Yeah.
And she's just like, and she walks away, and she's talking to her.
That's his impression.
And she's like talking to her grandparents in a different language. That's like, okay, fucker.
Yeah.
And then they get to the class, and then she's acting like she's the teacher, but she's sitting at the thing, and the teacher's really there. I was like, wow.
I don't
fuck
understand
her.
how everybody else likes her. Like it seems like everybody but
I think
Beck
they-
actually likes her.
They think they're supposed to. I think
Yeah.
so. They
It's
just
like
do.
she's like,
Mm.
she's so cultured and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, like who is it that she said died when she was born, so she could be the reincarnated version of him because she gets that a lot.
Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
It was some.
no, it wasn't
some-
Jesus.
She's the second coming.
Oh my.
That'd make her really old.
Edgar Allan Poe.
It was someone, and then she's like, "Yeah, I get that a lot. He coincidentally he died right when I was born, so
I would have told her to eat a dick. Fuck, seriously.
I'd like to see Hess and her interact. That'd be kind of fun."
It would not be
But then Beck and her friends talk about dick pics. I bet this was Hess's favorite part.
absolutely.
How many do you have cataloged?
Less than 20.
Okay.
But they're talking about like the
Give me,
lighting
like,
and
8,
big
9
or
years
small
ago,
dicks.
You probably see a lot more.
Yikes! That's not something I really want to know about.
I sent you one time, Jerome. You didn't get it?
Let me look real quick. I know.
Not
I'll
recently.
throw it in the podcast.
I did send you a picture of my balls once, though. Remember that?
Was that actually your balls?
Yeah.
I'm not remembering exactly, but I'm pretty sure when I got a picture of balls from you,
You just thought it was fake?
I thought it was from Google.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh?
Google balls, Google Earth.
You've seen my balls and you didn't even know it.
Apparently,
Wow.
it's a little scary.
Little?
And it's also scary that I could just forget that.
Yeah.
That I just see his balls and I'm like, whatever. It's another Tuesday.
Yeah, that's Hess
Yeah.
and his balls.
But then Beck mentions that she's been hooking up with other men. She hooked up with a guy from Tinder, and then she goes to the bar and orders drinks, and then hooks up with a bartender. And Joe watches her
Okay.
fuck him from outside.
I didn't get the line. And maybe Taylor, you can. Sorry if I interrupted.
No, you're good.
What? Why would the bartender say, "I like your tattoo," and then she says, "I don't have a tattoo," and then the next thing they're banging? What the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
I was like, what does that have to do with anything?
No, yeah, that was weird to me too. I thought it was maybe like hinting at like, well, let's see if you got a tattoo.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, you have a
Oh.
hidden one? Oh, no, you don't have a hidden one.
Okay.
Let me see that pussy. He's got a tattoo on. He got a little butterfly on your
I'm going to
pussy.
tattoo your pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no, so when they're talking about dick pics and stuff, and she says, yeah, I'm just like Hess, I haven't cataloged. And then,
She quoted Hess?
Yeah.
Wow.
but they said all that stuff, and then she's like, oh, yeah, I hooked up with a guy, and they're like, what's his name? I just forgot
Joe.
his name. Joe. And
oh,
I,
yeah.
And I,
Joe's still a maybe right now.
yeah, and I was like, oh, she's totally just trying to fit in. I just totally thought she was full shit and lying.
And then she's like,
And then the next scene, she's like helping the bartender. I was like, all right, she's
Yeah.
a bitch.
and her bed breaks and all that.
Yeah, it really does put it in a new perspective for me. I didn't catch that it's 3 weeks after their first kiss that all this has happened. That really shows
Yeah.
like how slow they're burning.
I'm like, maybe you shouldn't have killed Benji.
And also, don't you think that would really hurt for how hard they were banging and then poof, the bed falls to the floor? No one said ow. They just giggled.
I don't understand.
It's not that far of a fall.
And they're on a bed.
Yeah, but I still feel like he could have
not
hurt.
like they were
He
on
could have hurt his
fucking nails.
wiener. He could have stabbed deep inside her.
She probably
And I would
liked
be
it.
like, what the fuck?
It would have been perfect if right as the bed collapsed, he came inside her.
oh
How do
my
you know he
god.
didn't?
Oh, it's true. Maybe that's why they were giggling.
If the bed collapsed and Joe was underneath it and he died.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
That'd been good.
Show's over.
Can you imagine that's how it ends? Like, you watch all season, and then he's under her bed, she's fucking some other dude and gets killed.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Would serve him right for being a creep.
I bet you'd be like, what the fuck, season 2?
Yeah, I thought his creepiness really came out this episode. Like, more than any episode.
Oh, it was really weird when you're watching her get plowed by the bartender, and you just see, like, through the guy's, like, armpit, through the window, Joe watching.
And he's like, "Oh, I have more competition." It's like, dude, you lost. Like, what? Like, give up.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
Give him
understand.
props. I'll still win.
And
I'll
I'm
still
like-
get in there, and he achieved his goal.
Yeah.
So
Sorta.
that's what happens when you don't give up. Maybe you can learn a thing or two.
Persevere.
Yeah. If you're trying to stalk a girl and she starts fucking other dudes, just keep
Paul
stalking her.
Revere? Did you say Paul Revere?
One
Just
if
Paul
by
Revere
land,
right through
two
it.
if by sea.
That's gonna be our new saying.
Paul
So
Revere.
Joe's watching her try to fix her bed. She's putting a bunch of books underneath it. So then he texts her, "Hey, up for a little shopping trip? I need a new bedside table that he never bought." Shouldn't she question that too?
Yeah.
Didn't even
You
look at
overlook-
him. All he did was go muff
you
diving.
overlook red flags.
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Yeah, she does.
So did he say who bought the bed?
She did, I
She
think.
did.
Oh,
He
okay.
was just saying, "Hey, you want to go shopping? I need a bedside table." I don't know.
Yeah.
You need anything? Did you kind of fuck your bed to
So
the
she
floor
can't
lately?
pay rent last episode.
Yeah.
Now
Maybe
she's
she
buying a
used
new
one-
bed.
maybe
And
she
she's wanting to
used
buy a
Peaches-
king size bed.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe she's
Oh,
Peach's
it doesn't
passport.
fit in your room. How do you know that? I was like, dude.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night about how she just overlooks everything. Like, if someone
Yeah.
said that to me, like, "Oh, that wouldn't fit in your room," I'd be like, for the rest of my life, I'd be like, "How the fuck does that guy know the layout of my room?"
But I feel like he did cover his shit.
Yeah,
So,
but
uh,
barely.
That's an easy cover though. And if you
He's
live
like,
in New York,
I've jerked off in
could-
front of your window. I've
Yeah.
watched you fuck another
He
guy.
does start going off.
I've stolen panties out of your apartment.
Yeah.
I was in your shower
Oh,
while
by
you were.
the way,
I'm like,
I have your phone,
just-
your old phone.
So they
Yeah, he's
go,
a fucking-
they go on the shopping trip. They're looking for beds. Joe says her room isn't big enough to fit a queen. Beck asks if she's unremarkable, and Joe answers so perfectly that he gets to go muff diving for a few seconds.
That was weird.
That's her quote,
and
not mine.
get his ass chewed out.
Oh, I thought he was I thought he was being little. I was like, I don't remember her eating his ass.
They like, switch.
Hey, I don't want you to think of me like that. Flip over.
Yeah, that was weird that they were just going to do. And then people just come right
Yeah, which I was like, bitch, you were totally into it until those people turned the corner. If those
Yeah.
people weren't in the store, he would have finished.
But they were. in
Or
the
she
store.
would have finished, I guess.
Jesus. But they were in the store.
Yeah.
It's like he got lost in Beckland or something.
I think she called it bush diving.
Oh, maybe it was bush diving, not
Was-
muff diving.
Oh God.
Sorry, I put a typo in there.
But even then, it's kind of weird
You're
too.
good.
She like sleeps with guys, but when the window opens, so like she's not that reserved either.
Yeah.
But then,
She's
Well, I mean,
bragging
I
about it
think-
at bars, but then
I
he
think she gets
eats her
off
out
on that
one
shit.
time in a fucking furniture store,
I
and
think,
he gets his ass
I think
chewed
she
out.
might have a point to not
And I
let
like
the
how
dude down
I
on
like
her.
how they walk out and he's like wiping his mouth.
It would have been better if he was like, ugh, just pulled out the hair, or like you see one like resting on his cheek as they walk out. That'd be like good, like
It's like
no.
it's like looks like white drool, like just
Ugh.
splattered on the side.
So while they're there, he gets a call from can't remember his name, but the bookshop owner, and the electrician's there because of all the shit he's had in the basement. Now made the electricity go out.
Now I have a question. You
mean-
said the bookshop owner.
Yes.
Joe's the bookshop owner, I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that guy was. Is Joe the owner of the store?
Ethan just
Well,
works there.
because if
I
he,
thought Ethan was like the manager.
but if he
Oh.
just worked
Isn't
there,
he?
how could he stop that guy from going down there?
yeah.
No,
Oh, I
Ethan
guess that's
just
true.
works there.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, especially because the flashbacks. with
Well, I
the
just
man.
thought I was
I just
stupid.
in my head, I just assumed Joe's worked there since he was a child, and this guy was in charge of it.
Oh no, Ethan's even. I would think Ethan's even lower than Joe.
You know, that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. I thought
'Cause that's why he's asking him to
I
play
thought he was
music
just
and
pushed
shit.
around very easily
Because
by Joe.
I thought technically Joe owns it because, I mean, I'm a, old man. Probably
They show outside of it. It's literally called like Joe's Bookshop. I'm just this stupid. Joe's Bookshop, definitely not Ethan's.
Yeah, I don't. I think Ethan's
That
at
makes
a
a lot
lower
of sense.
status.
I've been wondering this entire series,
Wow.
like, why Ethan just takes his shit.
Ethan reminds me of you, Jerome.
Why?
Why?
Is it because of my perky tits?
No, I just could hear you like. You think I could play some Enrique Iglesias? I'm trying to touch on my Spanish. I don't know why, but I can hear you
That
say
reminds
that.
me nothing of Jerome. Not one bit.
It's just something I can hear him say. Like, hey, do you mind if I play some Enrique
He would be
Iglesias?
playing. You would be playing. What's the fucking South African group you like?
Oh, Diantward?
That's what you'd play.
I played that. Yeah, my bookshop would have Tiny Meat Gang playing in it.
Tiny Meat.
There's some good shit in there.
Everyone would walk in and be like,
Nation.
and then leave.
Some people would be like, "Wow, this is a pretty lit bookstore, though."
Nope.
They got good taste in music.
That's what you look for in a
I'd like-
bookstore. Good taste in music.
That's what I look.
That's what you guys' next podcast. Well, it could be a haunted bookshop. You guys could create your haunted bookshop.
Oh, me and Taylor, we did discuss.
Yeah, bedroom of scaries. You never answered my question.
Or
by the way.
spookies.
You fuck.
What was your question?
Is there going to be nudity in the movie?
I answered it.
I don't think we ever really decided that. I think that's more like a thing.
It's not made in the 80s.
Nah, because
Yeah.
I don't think there was any scenes where there would be.
Yeah, it wouldn't have kind of fit.
You don't have like just some girl walk by topless.
No.
Nick said it would be me in my cameo that I would be nude.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. But we and Taylor
You have to pan way back.
No, we're gonna pan way in. And then once you get like into like his asshole, that's where the darkness, like his deepest fear, comes out.
It's like
But
the fucking dark mist.
me and Taylor discussed last night that we should do a podcast of a horror movie, but one that's actually legitimately makeable, and then try to make the movie.
Jesus.
So we might try
Unlike-
that.
On like an iPhone or what?
No, like on a camera and mics and all that
okay.
shit. Like actually
That'd
try
be
to
cool.
make a horror movie. So we're gonna do a podcast and try to make it like doable and
I
all
think you
that.
should do it. I think you should try it.
Yeah, so we might be trying that here pretty soon.
You do. I mean, because like how long? You could do like a short or something. How?
Yeah,
I don't know how long.
That's
I don't
what
know
that's
how
what it
long
would
this
probably
has
be
to
like. It'd probably be like maybe 20 minutes at most, something like that.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
But that'd be kind of fun to try.
Cool.
Give Hess a little cameo. Maybe he could be like the killer or something. Whatever we decide to
You
make.
just sitting there or a cigar.
Oh, you know what we could do if we did like a horror movie, like made it like an old one? Hess could be like a guy that's like, "You're doomed. You're all doomed." That's like in every horror movie. You gotta go walk past him. That'd be cool. But so he tells the guy, "Hey, don't let him down there. I'll just fix it later. Like, don't let the electrician in the basement."
Yeah, that seemed normal.
Yeah, he can pop the lock, but I just wanted to double check to make sure that was okay.
Yeah. So then Joe goes there. He has to fix it, and while he's down there, Benji is oozing and fucking gross. And Joe wraps him up and starts taking him up the stairs. And then Beck calls him, and I need someone to build my bed. And you like Chinese?
Yeah, he needs to stop putting dead bodies in the back of his car.
Well, he's only done it once now.
That's too many. You don't do that. That's just dumb.
Yeah, but he's getting a booty call. He loves Beck. That's who he's all doing this for. So she's calling. He's like,
What
"What?"
if he would have got rear-ended on the way to the hospital?
He didn't.
I
though.
mean, he's technically paying for the pussy. You know what I mean? He's going to do work for her to get pussy. He's paying for the pussy.
Yeah, he's killed her ex. He's doing a lot. He's stealing books.
He's doing a lot more than paying for it.
He's paying for it in multiple ways, I guess, too. But so Beck admits that she actually likes Joe and doesn't want him to think of her as a dirty girl. And then Joe finds out that Benji was all wrong about Beck.
Was he?
Yeah. I mean, what was he right? What would he have been right about?
I don't know.
She
Just,
said she liked to get spanked with a ladle, and it was her dad's because he makes her pancakes. He said that she was like using him and all stuff, but she wasn't. Like, he was wrong about everything.
yeah, but there's definitely like doubt, like about her now for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with everything Beck does, but I do
Yeah.
think that he was wrong.
Yeah, I think
a lot.
Beck is a skeptical girl, or she's not skeptical. We're skeptical about her. I mean,
Yeah,
but
that's what I meant. I don't mean that he's right. Like I don't remember exactly.
But everything that he told Joe
Yeah.
was wrong. Joe even says that in the episode. Oh, Benji was all wrong about you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's to come. So I
Mhm.
guess maybe she's.
Well, the biggest emphasis is the ladle story
Yeah.
that he lied about.
Mm-hmm. So that's when he was like, oh. Because when they even went to the store and she's like, I had one of these, and he's like, I could spank you with it.
It was weird. It was weird that like he brought up that specific thing and said she had to get spanked, and then she's like tells a story about her dad making pancakes.
Well, I think it's just because she walked into it and saw the ladle that she had.
No, but it's. I mean, it was.
Yeah, it's a TV. Oh, Hess just got murdered. Hess got sniped in the face, and now he's dead.
No, I'm good. I'm here. Sorry.
What the fuck happened?
Goddamn dog's crying. Fuck.
It literally looked like something happened. He just got killed, and you'd see like the footsteps walk by in a horror movie. But Beach The whole beach just shows up to Beck's apartment. Did you guys like that scene?
Yeah, that was cool.
Really good special effects.
Then they did the wave.
Yeah. Peach shows up right as Joe and Beck are kissing, about to get down and dirty. And she, my tummy hurts.
It's weird that she'd go there because her tummy hurts.
I think she had an idea. Well, one, she just needs to use Beck's the only one that'll fall for her shit.
I think it's kind of like playing on she doesn't want to lose her friend to Joe.
Yeah,
So she's
totally.
like trying to reel her ass back in.
But like, so like, did she know? Do you think she was walking by and she could probably see through the windows too? Sees them kissing, so she runs up the stairs real quick to go and get him.
She's
Yeah,
stalking them.
Yeah.
That's the what is it? The alternate universe. What did I send you guys the other day?
Oh,
You
that
replied-
NASA found an alternate universe where time goes backwards.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's the show that we haven't got yet. Is like where Peach is like stalking Joe
Oh.
and Beck. Yeah,
That'd be legit.
I always like we watch a bunch of horror movies and stuff like that, and I always want to see the other perspective of things like that. Like I would like it would be interesting to see a show where like maybe from Pete's perspective or whatever. Like I say, like make a Scream movie, but like Scream 1, but how the killers see the entire events. I always think that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, in the right story, that would be interesting.
I just want to see like while they were making Scream, they make a second movie the entire time from the killer's perspective.
yeah,
doing the
it would be
things.
cool, but you would have to like think ahead and not have plot holes.
I always wish that people would just do that, and like how they film like Back to the Future 2, the same time film Back to the Future 3. Do that, but with a movie like that, I think that'd be cool.
Right. That would be kind of cool.
But I don't think that'll ever happen.
Not until you become a director.
Yeah,
I was
then
gonna
we
say-
gotta make it.
make it happen, Jerome.
That's true. So she shows up, she has like a stomach ache, and she needs to go to the hospital, so they go get in Joe's car. Bad idea. Oh, Joe's got a car. No dead bodies in it, I promise. I swear there's no one dead inside there. Driving, they get stuck in traffic, and then they have to walk to the hospital.
See, that was a little bitchy of her to get out and walk.
A little bitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to be like, he took the worst street
Yeah,
to get there.
he even took the wrong street here.
She just kept saying sorry.
Beck was cool about it, though. Yeah, she was sorry, and she walked out, and he's like, yeah, no big deal.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
would
probably
say
happy
you-
for them
you
to get
you
out.
Get out and walk if you want.
Yeah. So Joe gets home, and the cops are talking to Paco's mom and boyfriend, Ron. Did that be like, ooh, what's going on there?
Yeah, I liked his reaction. He just smiles and says, "Hi, officer."
Which right here, I don't think I ever noticed that Ron says that he was a fuck, I forgot what it was called. His previous job, it was like
Was he
a
a parole officer? or something?
parole officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said that
Oh.
episode 1.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
I never
I'm
paid-
surprised you didn't know
I
that.
never paid too much attention to Ron's shit, you know. Like I paid enough attention, but I never listened to that part, I guess.
I did like it how he turned the tables. I didn't. It was hard to believe that whole garden story actually worked, but
It was
Yeah.
weird. I always like when he has stuff like that up his sleeve because like, oh, we haven't seen that at all. Where the when did you do this?
yeah, that was cool. And
Mhm.
and obviously it's not like he just like. I mean, it's there, so
Yeah, so he really did. Just in case,
Yeah.
I got this plan.
yeah.
I always liked it. That kind of reminds me of like a Heisenberg thing, where like the whole time you're like, oh, they are fucked, and he's like, riddle me this, Tuco.
Because he pulled out of his ass.
Mm-hmm. So they're doing that, and we just kind of discuss the whole thing. They go to the cops. He takes the cops to the garden, and then talks his way out of the situation. I thought that was really cool. Then Peach is talking to Beck about Joe and how she needs a man to take care of her so she can write more. And to me, that if I was Beck, I'd have been like, oh, so you don't think I'm successful? I'm gonna be successful as a writer because you think I need someone that's gonna pay for my food and my housing and all that shit, so that way I could sit here and write. You don't think
Yeah.
I could do that with my own writing?
I didn't take it that way, but I could see how you see it.
But the way, you need a man to take care of you, so that way you could, do your writing stuff. I was like, that's a little bitchy there.
I didn't take it that way at all, actually. I just thought she was saying that she needs someone to take care of her. Like, I didn't think it was as a bad thing.
I don't know if she meant it that way, but when she said that, if I was Beck, I would have questioned that.
Yeah, I didn't think of it that way. I could see where you're coming from, but it didn't even occur to me.
I would have thought of it that way too, because I think like, if she gets big, then she won't have to worry
Yeah,
about
that's
those
right.
things. So like, it's very odd that she would need a man to do it.
Yeah, I brought that up to Taylor last night, and I was like, wait, doesn't that mean Peach doesn't think that Beck's going to be a good writer? And Taylor's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like I said, I didn't think of it that way.
I think it's like she wants to keep her under her thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think her saying that is like, and by man, I mean me.
Yeah, right.
Peach.
Too, because she's rich.
I'm Mr. Moneybags over here.
Yeah.
She talks like that too. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, and she's like, hey, come with me, Beck.
There's something I want to say, but I feel like give certain stuff away potentially. So I'm not going to say it.
Should he do earmuffs?
Oh, I guess he could.
If he took out the
Fucking
headphones,
do
he won't hear you, so it'll be fine.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Doesn't it come up later on down the road, like that he thinks that she's a lesbo?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't too much of a spoiler, but you can put your headphones back on. It was a good question though.
Yeah, it is a bit of spoiler.
Yeah, I'll put a tag in the screen for people that haven't seen it. So Joe's getting rid of Benji, and Beck calls him while he's doing stuff, and he kind of loses his shit here a little bit. Rightfully so. He's a little stressed out at the moment. Burying a body. There's people coming at him. He's starting a fire. Beck's calling him like, "Hey, you want to pop this pussy?" And all this shit.
I'm surprised he just didn't leave the dead body and go fuck her.
Well, I mean,
That's what he's
got priorities.
barely.
Just barely, but he's got priorities.
Like the rest of the episode, he dropped everything for her.
Yeah, he's like, "You're sending mixed signals, blah, 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 blah." And then he's like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
Yeah.
I love his monologues when he yells at himself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which, I saw a TikTok, and talking about his inner monologues, this TikTok reminded me of it. You know how you guys make fun of me because I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go get some panties. I'm going to make a sandwich." Like, I talk in my head, like I monologue all the time in there.
Are you saying you're a killer?
No, but what I was saying is I saw a TikTok, and so I guess some people don't do that at all. So this guy was interviewing this girl that doesn't do that, and he's like, "So like when you're reading, what voice do you hear in your head?" And she was saying how she sees shapes in her head and all stuff, like the outline of the book and the way that, and like she was asking like, when you're in the shower, do you think of like previous fights you've been in and like how you could have won that or what you could have said differently? And she's like, "No."
Me? Yeah.
And then everyone else was like, "Oh yeah, we totally do that." And this girl was like, "Yeah, I did that last night." And like everyone's like talking all this stuff. But so do you guys not hear yourself in your head, or do you just not talk as much in your head as I do?
I talk to myself out loud a lot.
So yours is out loud, not in your head. It's like if you're walking to your drawer, you're like, "I'm gonna get some panties."
Yeah, I mean, I walk around a lot singing little songs, like just stupid shit. Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
I don't think I do that.
Like you don't talk like when you're like "Oh, okay, I'm gonna drive home." Like,
I'll like talk to the pig or the dog.
Like do you think like do you plan what you're gonna do next in your head? Like thinking it out loud, like you hear your voice in your head discussing what you're gonna do.
Jerome, most people have that.
Yeah,
it's actually rare
I know,
to
but
not have
they
that.
made fun of me for doing that.
But like
I think we were making fun of you for saying fucking panties.
That too.
But yeah, but I don't go like, "Oh, now I'm gonna make some breakfast." Dun, 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 dun.
See, I do.
Yeah, I do.
I don't maybe do the do part, but
I don't.
I like to plan my day out if it's possible.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because I saw the TikTok and I was like, "Oh, maybe one of you two don't do that." And that's why you thought it was so weird that I talk in my head a lot.
I've never in my life thought, "Oh, if I'd have said that, I would have won the fight."
Well, yeah, I wasn't just thinking about that.
Yeah,
That's weird.
more.
But I have.
That's common.
Sometimes,
though,
yeah,
I've heard a lot of people
it just
say that.
pops in your head like not even like arguments, but it'll be like, "Oh, I should have said that in the video," something like that. Like, well, and it just randomly pops in your head. Like, it's not like I'm trying to think of the video or whatever. So that
I've had it been like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to say that and I totally forgot."
Okay.
We do an hour-long fucking podcast and you talk for fucking 90% of it, and you were like, "Oh yeah, I was gonna say that," and I never thought it. That's happened. But
yeah, but I just saw that TikTok like a couple days ago, like a week ago, and I was like, "Oh, okay," because it just made me think about you two. But so he's doing
the
that
group or
yeah, you two and you two, which gets a little confusing
And
when
the
I try
Beach
that specific.
You could have sent it to us and said, "This made me think of you two."
Oh, I should have sent it to you guys.
Honestly.
I don't know why I did.
would have been a lot easier.
You want me to send it to you now?
No, it's over.
You can rewatch it.
You wrecked it.
Sorry, spoilers. So he's doing that, and then after he gets done yelling at Beck and all this stuff, telling her she's sending wrong signals and all that, mixed signals. Two hikers are walking by, or people just walking through the woods with flashlights. I don't know what they were doing because they get deep in there and they're like, we gotta go back to the car. So looking for their dog. I don't know what they're doing, but he offers them to come sit at the bonfire with him.
Yeah.
And the girl kind of wants to, and then like, no, we gotta go to the car. He's
and
like,
the guy turns to her and goes, "He's burning a body. Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird to like, whoa, nice bonfire. Who does a bonfire that big in the middle of the woods?
Campers.
Got a little carried away with my fire.
They needed Smokey the Bear to show up there because he's gonna start a forest fire.
Remember, only you can prevent forest fires.
Did you get excited like a Constitution when Smokey the Bear and Woodsy the Owl would show up and all that?
No.
You hated that or something?
No, I didn't care about that
Oh,
one
I
bit.
loved that. Every time they were gonna show up, I was like, "Oh, it's a fucking good day."
No.
I loved it.
I mean, of course, I didn't want to be in class, but I didn't care
I think
about
part
that.
of the reason I liked it is because we go outside and sit in the grass, and then they'd have like a presentation, and they show us and shit. And
Yeah,
like,
you got out of class.
It was a bear talking in an outfit. No, not just getting out of class, because we did a lot. Like, but like every time we'd sit in the grass and like do stuff, it'd be fun. I'd like it. So I was always
So is
excited when they
that
show up.
maybe that's where your chi is? Maybe you need to start going to the park
Sitting in the
creating
grass.
content at the park.
Maybe.
Sitting in grass.
You could pay someone to dress up
As a bear and an owl and come and
Yeah.
stand in front of me.
Yeah.
I think you guys might
Maybe
be onto
that's where
something.
you're.
Where,
maybe
what
where
happened
that-
to Woodsy?
where
I
that's
haven't
at
seen
your-
him in a while.
Yeah, but I haven't seen. No one
someone
talks
shot
about
him.
Woodsy the
I
owl.
think someone shot him.
Possibly.
Give a hoot, don't pollute. Then,
Can we get a moment of silence for Woodsy?
wow.
Was that his saying? Was he like don't pollute?
Wasn't he give a hoot, don't pollute?
I just connected them together as like they're a group. Don't start fires. You know what? Actually, and I felt really stupid about this, so don't make fun of me.
Come on. You can't start something like that.
Because I know he's Smokey the bear and Woodsy the owl, and I know they always told you don't start forest fires. But I could have sworn they also told you not to do drugs.
Huh.
But then when I was looking at the
That's
videos, I
fair.
was like, oh, there's no drug stuff. And I was like, wait. His
That's
saying is
fair.
only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, they weren't.
So they didn't care about drugs.
No. I mean, they probably didn't want you to do drugs, if that makes you feel better.
Excuse me, Jesus.
Who are you calling Jesus?
I said, excuse me, Jesus.
And I said, who are you calling Jesus?
I fucking I burped.
I got you. There we go.
I know. I wasn't saying I would call anybody Jesus. So it's kind of hard to answer. Who were you calling Jesus?
Well, which one of us is Jesus? If you had to pick one of us to be Jesus,
It's you.
I was-
You
I
got
was-
the beard.
Jesus is watching this video in the future, so
oh, in the future, okay. I
yeah.
meant right now.
So I was just saying, excuse me, Jesus. I didn't mean
Gotcha.
to-
Or maybe he is
to-
talking to our Mexican fans.
to belch in your ear. I
And-
didn't say, hey.
Well, and
Jesus.
maybe when he did that, a guy named Jesus, or even a guy named Jesus, went, "Oh, bless you,
Yeah.
Hess."
Doubtful.
And he's
Yeah,
like,
he could be.
"Excuse me, Jesus."
Comment below if you said bless you, S, when I said, excuse me, Jesus.
I don't think you say bless you when you burp.
What did I say? I don't know. I'm so confused right now.
I was like, I actually
Jesus.
don't remember what was going on there. So Beck shows up with only one page. She's supposed to write like 20 or something,
What did
Oh, yeah.
and she'd send them into the class so they could pre-read
She's
it. I
not
don't
a
know-
good writer.
I don't know why she does this shit.
She should start a new career.
Yeah, just ripping up your previous art or something. But she tore her whole thing she wrote because it made her look emo, and they all like rolled their eyes at her. So then she brought one paper and they're like, let's reschedule your review, honey.
So she's twice
like,
now
okay.
in 3 episodes she's had to write something, and both times it's
Yeah.
1 page long.
Yeah, and then she's like, why does this happen to me?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know, because you're writing one page. You're fucking 17 dudes in a week instead of writing, and then you're blaming your
Yeah.
friends like Joe said.
She's like sitting on the bed drinking wine, and it's like that's not a good way to write.
It's like priorities, man. Priorities are all fucked
Yeah.
up.
yeah.
That's what I don't really like Beck. I'll be honest. I don't really like her. So
I
it's
liked
like,
her.
Oh, don't
I-
be honest now.
I actually liked her a lot watching it the first time.
Oh, really?
But then, watching season 2 and then watching this and all that, I was like, oh, you maybe because I remember you saying a lot you didn't like her.
Yeah. Like even the first time I watched this, I wasn't. I'm not a huge Beck fan.
I liked her the first episode and the second episode.
In the third episode,
But then this episode it made me question her when she it totally caught me off guard when she was fucking other dudes. I was like, and then for him to be like, oh, now I just gotta win you over. Like, no, dude, you're fucking crazy. Like,
yeah,
so, and I know everything is warped to his perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So like, oh, there's a challenge. And it's just like, I don't know. I just
they should put him
You
on
know
the challenge.
what? I know when I didn't like her. When she did that tweet about mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's the first episode.
That's when she
Oh.
lost
That's
me.
the first episode. That's like a couple minutes in, I think.
is it
She
because
lost
you
me.
hate mac and cheese?
No, isn't that's such a funny tweet to me. That's like
To
the
anyone out
worst
there
tweet ever.
following your dreams.
Well, they weren't any worse than the ones he's tweeting for Benji.
Benji's are pretty funny, I think.
His are pretty bad too. That's funny.
I like those. So where were we on here? Her thing gets rescheduled, then Beck apologizes to Joe, and then she's like, oh, and by the way, you don't share enough either. I've never met your friends, never been to your place, you kind of stink. She's just going off about him.
I missed the stink part.
She's just saying all this shit, and he's like, oh, You want to know who I really am? Step into my basement. And then look at all these books. They try to make you think like he's gonna murder her.
Yeah.
What's funny, they even like have a cut there too, because like it was supposed to have commercials, because that's back when
It is funny how they have the cuts in it. And it just
I
goes
think it
black.
still does that in season 2. They just continued.
Oh, really?
Keeping that like format.
I like the previously on you, but because I mean this is literally so I've watched 3 episodes. I'm familiar with the people, but like every time I go in, I'm like thinking, oh, I hope I remember the people's names and shit. And so when they do the previous one, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, like, you know what's funny is, I was just telling Taylor this, the last, like, 4 or 5 episodes of Flash, no previously on. They just cut it out so that they have longer episodes.
Jesus Christ.
Which is actually not bad, because, you know, not a lot happens in the show, and then it got cut off. But I really liked, the last 3 were really good. I know this season hasn't been the best, but the last 3 were pretty goddamn good. I liked it a lot.
The best.
Hasn't been the best. Flash hasn't been good in a couple seasons, but, you know, these are pretty decent.
Most shows get that way, though. I mean, not most
Yeah,
shows.
they got a new showrunner, too, so you think it'd be a little fresh. And it was fresh for a little bit, and then, like...
It's like previously on Flash.
Yeah.
3 people get sad, 1 person gets mad, and then they kill a bad guy. Or I guess they
And
don't kill
Flash
him,
runs
they
real
kill
fast.
And guess what he doesn't have right now?
his speed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He hasn't had it in probably 6 episodes.
Where's Wally?
He was in it. He actually yelled at Flash. He's like, "You fucking dickhead! You broke the Speed Force."
No, he didn't.
All this shit. No, he did. He
He did not say fuck.
He put him in his place, and he's more powerful than Flash now too. So he's where he should be. Wally's the best. Put him on more shows. So yeah, she
Watch out.
yells at, and then he shows her exactly who he is in the basement, and then Beck deletes her Tinder. So you know, I'm not fucking any more strangers. I'm with Joe. And then Peach goes, "Wizard of Oz is missing."
I told you that book was going to come back.
I knew the book was
yeah.
gonna come back. I don't like I forgot that.
I know, but you acted like I was a nutbag.
We
Well, no,
all
because
do.
Daddy was like, "Isn't that so fucking obvious?" The joke, and I was like, "Why did he know that so easily?"
Oh, they set it up.
I know
Yeah.
they
Pretty nicely.
did, but he was like, "She's gonna know instantly it was him," and I was like, "Wow, I didn't think that." I was like, "Oh, he'll just take the book. That's kind of funny."
Trick the cat and mouse, though, you know? I think
Yeah.
he enjoys it.
But so the book's missing, and then Joe and Beck bang, and he comes instantly. She's like,
What
"Oh,
a way to end the episode.
did you just?" And I told Taylor that they didn't say what happened, so we could have just shit all over her by accident. Just
I didn't think of that.
Well, and then how bad is it that he has her phone and he gets to read all those fucking text messages that she's going to send to all of her friends?
Oh yeah, I finally fucked Joe when he came so quick.
Two pump chump over here. Fucking Joe.
I don't even know if that was 2 pumps.
I don't
he
think
climbed into her and
I don't think it's any worse than him knowing that he did it.
yeah,
I know,
probably.
but still, you get to hear it from her. Like, you know, like that's just tough.
He knows.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows.
That's turned slow motion for a minute.
He knows.
But that's the episode. That's you, season 1, episode 3, baby.
How many episodes is there?
10, I believe.
Maybe 10.
So are you fully on board, committed, like in the show?
Sure.
Because you said you didn't like the second episode as much as the first.
Yeah, I still liked it. I just didn't get into it as much, I guess. I don't know. I like this one.
The episodes fly by for me. Like me and Taylor, we hit
Yeah.
pause to do something. I even let Joey out or something, and I was like, "Wow, there's like 10 minutes left. What the fuck?"
Yeah, they're quick.
So,
They are pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this episode a lot. I'm not sure. It would be hard for me to keep this up by myself, I think,
Oh, really?
unless I watched them.
Like binge.
Yeah, because
See, but I think also if you're watching it by yourself, you'd probably be way deeper in at this point. And
yeah,
probably-
because I wouldn't have stopped when he just came in her.
yeah.
I'd have been like, oh, I got to see how she makes fun of him.
And then you'd be. Then I think it would suck you in.
Probably,
Yeah.
but so this we're stopping each week, and honestly throughout the week, I enjoy doing the podcast, and I enjoy kind of speculating, even though I'm probably an idiot half the time. But when we get another week, through the week, I'm not thinking, oh, I can't wait to watch you again. But then when it's time to watch it, I enjoy it.
Wow. I hope that changes once we get like deeper in. Because we were deeper in, I was like, fuck, I want to watch it, but the episode's not out. 'Cause I had to wait for it to show up on was it Freeform? What was it?
No, it was on Lifetime.
Lifetime. I always call that Freeform.
Yeah.
We had to wait for it to show up on the app.
I'm not saying it's bad or anything. I'm just not sure that it's like my cup of tea necessarily yet. But maybe it's. But I still enjoy it.
Mhm.
I still like it. I like this episode a lot. I like the the problem is now he's got rid of the body, and now it's just him and her again. So he's gonna have to kill somebody because I can't.
I will say, and it's not a spoiler or anything, but like the show is 100% like a roller coaster. I feel like
Yeah.
like it's
There's
always
constantly
stuff
constantly
happening.
a problem that
Yeah.
he's stuck in like every episode.
I that's what I enjoy. I enjoy the problems. I enjoyed him getting out of it. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he said Beverly Hills Cop, fucking Beverly Hills Cop gets out of every. He gets out
You
of
went-
every fucking. What?
That was your boner.
No, because what does Axel Foley do the whole fucking movie? He gets out of shit.
Oh, so
That's
that
a
was
nice
that was a
connection.
clue. That was like the Frankenstein thing last
What are
episode.
you, Shaggy?
A clue.
That sounded like an owl.
He's like, hey, I'm gonna
How
fuck
do you
a
know
banana in the
I
tailpipe.
wasn't Steve from Blue's Clues?
You're more Shaggy. You walk weird.
I do walk like Shaggy sometimes. I walk like that on purpose sometimes, and you yell at me.
Yeah, 'cause you're not tall enough to be Shaggy.
I should walk like that when we walk Joey.
I have no idea what that even means.
You don't know what Shaggy walks like?
No.
I'll have to show you later.
I don't either.
It's weird.
You've never watched Scooby Doo?
I mean, yeah, but it's been fucking years.
I've watched Scooby Doo a lot, and I don't know what you're talking
He's got
about.
like he like walks like with his legs way in front of his torso.
Yeah, and it's like and he kicks forward.
Yeah. So before we wrap this up, do you have any theories or predictions for the future of the show, the ending, anything like that?
Nah,
Do you just want to spew out there?
nah.
Nothing you don't think
Nah.
you don't have a single thing you think's
Well,
gonna
what
happen?
do you think's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You have to think something's gonna happen.
I think he's gonna kill Ron at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to kill someone else, or, I mean, I don't know.
What do you think's gonna happen with him and Beck?
Yeah.
I can't imagine it working out. Because what would be, like, the point? But I don't know. Like, maybe she gets creeped out by him or something, and then he gets mad and does something to her. But right now he likes her too much to do something like that, so he'd really have to, like...
Like hate her or something.
Yeah, like, she'd have to do something to make him snap. But I don't know if that's capable.
Gotcha.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see him kill her. That'd be great.
I'd like to see her eyes gouged
If
out.
I was the showrunner, like, last episode, he'd fucking murder her, but...
Legit.
How would you have a murderer?
Oh, I don't know. I could think of something.
Next episode, we'll give you a week. You think next in the next podcast, you tell us how you'd murder Beck as Joe.
Okay.
Okay.
Legit.
Okay. and so we got something to look forward to next week, everybody. But so that's it.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't have much to go on yet.
You still are early on.
You know?
This is about the point that I was like, oh, I really like this show.
I mean, it seems like Peach has her questions about him, especially now that she knows he stole the book. It seems like Ron is on to him a little bit, but then he's on to him too. So like,
Yeah.
it doesn't. He seems like he's a tough guy. There's been a couple times where he's like touched him. Ron has touched Joe,
Oh yeah.
but that's all he's done.
Is anybody else worried that Paco just doesn't have a life? Doesn't go to school, doesn't do anything. He's fucking running errands for. He's always around Joe. It's
Yeah.
almost like he's like Joe's imaginary friend because he just pops up anywhere Joe needs him, and he just doesn't have a life.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
It's weird.
He's a little creepy.
Beck goes to school. She does all this shit. Why doesn't Paco go to school?
He's a little creepy.
A little bit.
Like when he's sitting on the, it kind of reminded me of
He's
the
like,
thing
"Hey,
from Lord of the Rings.
Hey Joe, you need any errands run for you? I can do it.
And then he can't even fucking do the thing he asked
Yeah,
him to.
I left it on my bed or in the bathroom or it was over on. So, well, fucking think better, Paco.
Like,
Idiot.
how old do you think the kid is?
8.
Yeah, probably 8 or 9.
Who sends a fucking 8 or 9-year-old to buy
This idiot.
potassium nitrate?
When you
Dexter
gotta get
Jr.
when you gotta get rid of a body and you can't
And
have all the
thinks
evidence
that
stacked against
they're
you.
gonna sell it to an 8-year-old.
No, they did. He just left the list on the bathroom counter or something.
I don't know if an 8-year-old can buy that stuff, but
Really? Didn't he get it, or did Joe have to buy it later and they just didn't show us?
I don't know.
I assumed he got it.
I don't think he did. I think he just left
I
it.
feel like he
no.
didn't either.
Oh, is that why he just burned him? Probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just assumed it was like the powder and shit he was pouring on him. But you're probably right.
But just burning some in the woods, there's going to be remains.
Well, yeah, but then that's why he got rid of the teeth and shit. So then you can't.
Did he do that?
Well, they didn't show it, but he said he was gonna do it, so
Oh.
I assume so. He said I'd wait till he gets man's up. But I don't think if he doesn't have teeth and he burns them, I don't think they could. They'll know it's a body, but I don't think they'll know who it is.
What if he's got like a
Because
deformed...
the only reason they recognized like Ryan Dunn's body when he got in his car accident was because
I don't want to know about real people.
was because it was well, but they only recognized him because of his tattoos because he was so badly burned. That's the only way they knew it was him.
His tattoos didn't burn?
I guess you could still see him. Like it was probably dark. I don't know, but that's
weird.
That's how I've heard that the only reason they recognized him. So I was like, wow, that must have been a hot fire.
Could have went without knowing that, actually.
Well, I was just saying.
I think you told me before.
But for this, it makes sense. They'd probably, if he got rid of the teeth, and they wouldn't know it was Benji down there.
What if he has tattoos?
Oh, I bet Joe didn't check like if he had like a tramp stamp or something.
Well, it depends how much he burns them. Like if he burns them
I
to
don't know.
bones.
It's a pretty big bonfire out there.
Yeah, so like probably won't matter.
Yeah. All right, you boys ready to wrap this up?
He's
Whatever, man. Whatever.
I brought this back for old Hess. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about this episode. Check us out on Spotify and iTunes and anywhere else. And we'll see you guys next time for You Season 1, Episode 4.